All right, Sunday morning. Who won the t-shirt? It's J Beanie 331. There you go. Okay. This week's video is about sharpening your teeth. All right, I've talked about this numerous times. I even made a short this week about this. Say you got an SG40 with the new river wheel called Revlite. And then, you know, us other guys that have bigger horsepower, we have the bigger wheel. On our lead cutters, I want to show you the difference here. So you can see the height difference. I don't know if you can see it there. There is a height difference. These are your leads. All right, this is for the bigger machine. These are Revlites. Look exactly the same, but they're just shorter. All right, so this comes off my brother's machine. He's got an SG40 and he's got a 2550. But I tune them up on the machine, but to get at the bottom, it's better off. So if you need a vise, and then all you need is an angle grinder with one of those discs. This has got like a 40 or 40, 50 or 60 grit diamond wheel. These are really cheap off of Amazon. I buy them off anywhere from AliExpress to Temu. Got these, AliExpress had 2 for $15, takes 2 weeks to get. But what these wheels are used for, they're using the countertop business. Anybody cutting granite and stone, that's what they use these diamond wheels for. So if you're looking at them for to sharpen teeth, you probably won't find them on YouTube. I mean, on eBay and Amazon and all. If you look up granite cutting angle grinder discs, you'll find them a lot easier, okay? So that's one secret. And I've got links in my store for them, but even that stupid site Temu has them from time to time. But on Temu, you gotta remember, it depends where you are in the world. This is the angle grinder here. I think it uses 5/16 arbor. And so they sell them without the arbor. This is the arbor in here. It's where it's like a regular disc, or they'll have a metric for some of you guys overseas. So whatever angle grinder you got, find out what size your arbor is or what screw pattern it is, let's just say. All right, and got them off the machine. This one is sharpenable. These, don't waste your time trying to sharpen these. These are really rounded, okay? Because to sharpen this, you got to take off a lot of the steel here and a lot of the carbide bar here. So I suggest to you sharpen them a little bit. Keep a set of these in your box on your truck where you get into some place that you got, you know, rocks, you got a lot of concrete, bricks, stuff that destroys your teeth. Keep the old ones, sharpen them as best as you can. Keep them in your box, and then when you're done with that job and you're going to, you know, a cleaner area or whatever, put on your better cutting leads or your new leads, okay? I get mine from grindertooth.com. Guy by the name of Dave Nation runs that business. They're about, I think they're about 12 bucks a piece. I don't even pay attention. I just put in my order, and it seems like they get here magically 2-3 days. So this one just has the edge is barely round off on here. And when you got those smaller machines, let me tell you, sharpness it's just less hours on your machine. You go through stump faster, just less wear and tear on your equipment. All right, so always wear a respirator or a mask when you're doing this. Try and safety glasses, and try to move it, roll it outside. I'm right near my outside door. I'm only gonna do one, and then the rest of them, I'll do them outside. And my brother's a little under the weather, that's why I'm doing this for him. So I always flip them over when I'm doing them off the machine. See, if they're on the machine, I can go right around the side edge, come from underneath. But coming from underneath, you just can't get it as well as off the machine. So if you happen to have some off, let's just do it. Stay with me. All right, if you see sparks, that means you're touching steel because carbide doesn't spark. So, all right, I've got the bottom. Now all I'm gonna do is lightly go around this top, just lightly. I'm not gonna try, if I hit any of this, you see sparks, I'm just basically almost like polishing it. Now this is an aggressive grit. There is another one made by Bad Dog. The same thing, comes from overseas. It's about 100 grit. It won't take off the carbide as aggressive as this will. So if you're new to this, you know, when you're looking up your grit on these, might want to look for something that's around 80 or whatever. If you're used to this and feel comfortable, get the lower the grit. The lower the grit, more aggressive. All right, so I'm gonna put it in here. So all you need is an angle grinder. You don't need a big vise because these aren't big. I've got another vise over there at the other side of my shop that rotates, and it would be better for doing these. I'm just at a good ventilated spot to do this. And then I'll move this around so I can get the sides. It's already, if you look at it, it's already a sharper tooth. It's not going to be razor sharp because you really don't want it razor sharp because, to be honest with you, first 10 seconds it's in the dirt and all, it won't be razor sharp anymore. You just want them sharp. Now I'll flip around to the other side. And I'm going to show you something. We're going to go outside here in a minute. I'm going to show you something about these teeth also you need to know. I'm not pushing hard. I'm just lightly running it over there. These edges are, look, I'm taking fingernail off, all right? So it is sharp. So because, oh, it's really not that sharp. But I'm not trying to be very, very aggressive with this. It's just what I call a tune-up, all right? So let me take you outside and show you on a wheel and explain something to you, all right? Because, hey, I do this, you know, just to help you, especially you new guys. You guys that have been doing this a long time already know, you're just like, Adam, you're not teaching me nothing. So hold on. Before we go out there and I show you about these teeth and how they position, a little clue. Someone's gonna ask me, they got green teeth, and they're gonna say, hey, can I do this out in the field and tune them up also? This is not as good as having the bench grinder, the bench top drill press and the diamond wheel rotating. That's more perfection. I'll show you a field sharpening way, and all you need is a cordless angle grinder with the same diamond wheel that we're talking about. And here's a green tooth, all right? This one's been out in the field. This is an old one off old Big Booty Judy, and it's, you know, it's shattered on one side, but you know, this is I'm talking about a field job. You're out at a job, you've been grinding for a while, your teeth are getting dull, oh God, I don't have any new ones with me, whatever. We're just gonna tune this up, all right? So, turn this on, and rotate it around a little bit, just a little bit, all right? Just by hand. Just to clean up the edges. You see how shiny it is? Then you're gonna take it, start rotating it on here. By hand. You're just doing it by hand. No pressure. You're letting the tool do its work. This is to get you through that job. You're in the middle of nowhere or whatever. I don't know if you can see. It's razor sharp in some places. I didn't press on anything. All I did was lightly rotate this. This is a wear sharp, okay? Green tooth, 900 series. It'll work on any series you have. Then I rotated it around at the top by hand, all right? This will get you right through that job. This is actually, I can clean my fingernail with it. Like I said, that wheel's about 15 bucks. It's a granite cutting wheel. I got 3 or 4 other videos on sharpening them. This one is called Out in the Field, okay? Or tuning up your teeth. Like say you got these teeth that are only just a little bit old and they're starting to round, and before you even rotate them all around, you do what I just did and you're fine. Like this one's missing a little part here, still good here and here. You're good out in the field and it's razor sharp. So now I'm going to show you on the other machine that's got the new river. I'm going to show you positioning of these and just a little whatever. Hang on. Now a lot of my teeth are dull on this right now because I had a very, very nasty job we were at this week, grinding next to concrete curbs. Sorry for just bypass the wind and try to pay attention to me. All right, you see this tooth? It's angled this way, right? So it's going to get most of its wear here on this tooth. Now I'll tune it up on the machine, but this tooth, after it's tuned up or sharpened a little more, I can rotate it to this side because back to this tooth, it was wearing here. So if I put it over here, this part will be sharper. It wasn't being hit, right? So this tooth that I just tuned up, I can tell was running on an angle of this side because it was pounding out on this side. So my brother puts it on his machine, he'll put it on this side because this side is nice and sharp. It wasn't rounded off as much as that. Hope that explains. And when I say leads, this is what I'm talking about. These are leads, all right? These shoulder ones are longer and they go sideways. That's the advantage of this wheel. I know I don't want you jumping on me. So, well, I use this. So I've used green teeth and I still have them on old Big Booty Judy, the great company. But for me, I tend to like this wheel, especially for my son. These side ones are fantastic on surface roots, or when we're plow. I can run near a curb. I'll just base it off of here, drop it. Basically, it's on this side because the hydraulic pump motor's on this side. So I'll get on this side of the curb, run right on here, like the dirt's here, the concrete's here, and I'll run right at the edge and just carve that stump right off, right next to it. I get like a half an inch away from the concrete. And then that lip that's hanging over the curb or whatever, it pops right off. So hopefully, I've helped somebody.